Aloha! Today we are going to work with ankle mobility. So the main movements of the ankle are to point the toes or extend the front of the ankle and to flex the front of the ankle or bring the toes up. The secondary movements are to turn the ankle in, which is known as inversion, and to turn the ankle out, which is known as eversion. So to work with our ankle flexion, one way is to stand up next to a wall, putting the ball and toes of your foot on the wall, doing this 1 foot at a time, and then trying to bring the heel in as close as you can to the wall. So you'll feel a nice stretch in the shin here. So you can do that 1 foot at a time up at a wall. And another simple way to work with flexion at the ankle is to simply sit in a full deep squat with flat feet. If you can't get your heels down in this position, it's a good indicator that you don't have great ankle mobility. And then to work with the extension of the front of the ankle, I like to come up in the full deep squat onto my toes. And then 1 foot at a time, I like to extend the front of that ankle coming up further onto the toes. I do that on both sides, and often I'll get a pop when I do that in each ankle. And then another way is simply to bring the feet together with the tops of the feet on the ground and sit back on the feet. And then also bringing the feet out wide and sitting between the feet. So you can really test that ankle extension ability. And then you can even take that further by leaning back, putting your hands behind you and bringing your knees up. You can do this both at the same time or one at a time to really go deep into that extension of the front of the ankle. So yeah, just test out your ankle mobility and see where you're at and push your limits to get better mobility. People underestimate how important ankle mobility is, but it affects your knees and your hips and your low back all the way up the spine. So give some attention to your ankle mobility.